Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. For this one, we are going to shuffle out cards from this deck for about 10 minutes just to see what comes through. If you hear any noise in the background, just try not to mind it. But yeah, these are just cards that I made myself. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So actually, I feel a certain card trying to come through. Let's go for this one. Maybe not. Maybe actually. Oh, okay. So let's just say what I feel card called to another card. So for somebody, the month of September could be significant. On the other side of the card, it says focus on the positives with the number 25. That comes down to the number 7. I'm going to keep it on September though. We have, well actually no, let's keep it on this side actually. The number 7. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune with the number 10. Embrace change, it's not the end of the world. Stay hopeful and trust path. We also have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm feeling impatient. And we have the number 4. It only gets better from here. Okay, so I'm feeling here, first and foremost, that the universe and your spirit guides are really trying to connect with you and trying to help you move through some sort of change or embrace some sort of change. Embracing change feels very, very significant here. Maybe there's something that you've lost here that you need to grieve. I saw 2, 3, 4. You're being called to grieve this loss for a reason. It's meant to show you something, teach you something. I feel like the universe and your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you through this change. It's interesting, this Wheel of Fortune says stay hopeful. And we also have focus on the positives. So if you start to feel doubt or just heavier energies like sadness and frustration, that's always okay. Always validate how you feel. Just make sure that you are coping in a healthy way and, expressing yourself, getting that energy out. And I also think that the universe and your spirit guides want you to know that you're not alone, that you're not going through this alone. I saw 3, 3, 3. I feel called to say that we are all growing together. We are all still learning to become more comfortable with change and embracing our ability to adapt in uncertain situations. I'm feeling impatient, and it only gets better from here with the number 4. All of these energies really feels like you're trying to work on something to improve your home life, your job, your stability, your foundation in some way. And you're working hard, but it's getting frustrated with time that can hold you back and stand in your way. And I feel like when you feel frustrated with time, you just have to trust that things are happening in the way that they're meant to, and you have to trust that it's not personal, that time is not meant to punish with you. Honestly, you could even argue that time doesn't even exist. I just saw 444 though. So that really makes me think that the universe and your spirit guides just really want you to trust the path that you are on, and to trust that things are going to get better and that your hard work is going to pay off. You can trust this because whatever you invest in will grow. Which honestly, that 333 growth type of energy makes sense. You're not only growing as a person, but whatever you're investing in or working on is also growing. And I just think that time is irrelevant, and you just need to be more focused on the present and, the journey rather than the destination, as they say. And I just got a warning that my battery was getting low on my phone, so you could also feel like your battery is low, maybe your social battery. But in general, you feel like you could have low energy, and that could be because you're more focused on the negatives and, convincing yourself that you're trapped in some way. There's always a way out. I think the universe is just asking you to be patient, to believe in yourself, to believe in your dreams, to believe in your path and where you're headed. I just saw 555 as well. Allow learning to believe and trust more. Allow that to help you grow. I think getting more in touch with the light. Wow. And I'm hearing sirens outside. So whenever I hear sirens, that means the universe and your spirit guides are really trying to bring your attention to something. And for you, I feel like this is about focusing on the positives, focusing on the silver lining, what there is to gain rather than what there is to lose. But also don't forget that there was that loss. Allow yourself to grieve and to find closure if you need to. Next, we have song lyrics. This card has the number 77 on it. It's the song Drop the Game by Flume and Nick Murphy. I've been feeling old, I've been feeling cold. You're the heat that I know. Listen, you are my sun. Oh my gosh, the sun energy could be very significant for someone. Or the sun card in tarot could be significant for someone. The universe sees your soul, your light. It sees the light and the magic in your situation. And you can see that too. You just have to be willing to change your perspective and to not take things that you can't control so personally. I think the universe wants you to know that you are just one piece of the puzzle and there's a much bigger picture at play. So in some way it may help you to focus on the bigger picture. Actually, when you're feeling impatient, that means you're too focused. At least with what I think, it means you're too focused on the details. So if you're feeling impatient, actually it really might help you to focus on the bigger picture, because it might help you make sense of it a bit more in a way that will help you be more patient. With the number 77, that's actually a master number, and it makes me feel like there's a strong energy coming through to let you know that the more that you focus on your inner world, the more that you are able to receive in your physical outer world. There's something important here about recognizing the connection between your thoughts and how much power they have over your life. Actually, yeah, because if you're thinking negatively and in a way that makes you feel hopeless, you're going to create a reality that is negative and hopeless. So it's important to focus on hope, what's possible rather than what isn't possible, what you can control rather than what you can't. There's really something here about changing your perspective to really help empower yourself. And I just saw a sign about twins, which honestly feels like it could also be a sign about mirroring. There could also be something significant here about looking at yourself in the mirror, really trying to understand the person looking back at you. There could also be something significant here about looking at your eye up close in the mirror. I'm not sure. Only take it if it resonates. I love this. You will be happy. we have the number 5 with this 14 card here. The number, oh, card just fell on the floor. But yeah, the number 14 comes down to number 5. That is 2 4s that we do have. And I actually just realized there's a 7 and a 6 on this card. So in terms of give and take, you need to be giving to yourself right now. Don't be afraid to choose yourself and to say no when you need to say no, and you need to put yourself first. I think you need to think in a more determined type of way, telling yourself, I will be happy, not I might be happy, or this, it's only a possibility. No, it will happen. There's a really, really strong energy here around the idea of simply the power of belief. Simply, you really can't underestimate the power of not only believing in yourself, but what's possible. I am feeling like a magical type of energy, and I think I'm hearing sirens outside. So maybe there's some magic here that the universe and your spirit guides want to show you, especially if you want to develop your psychic abilities or do any kind of spiritual work. I just saw 1, 2, 3. I almost wanted to say 1, 2, 3, 4. So really trust that everything happens for a reason, and try to find deeper meaning in the things that you can't control. For your last card, we have the Tower. It says, everything feels chaotic, but I'm searching for a new perspective. Yes, that is the perfect energy to describe this. So yes, something at home might be falling apart, but it's time to search for a new perspective, a new way of looking at this that empowers you and gives you faith and hope and energy, rather than, it's about empowerment rather than disempowerment. You gotta use your fears as fuel to motivate you. Maybe as a weapon, if that makes sense. That's actually song lyrics from a specific song. It's called A Shadow by Livingston, I think. Livingston. So I think it could be significant for you to do shadow work right now during this chaotic time. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You're really being called to look inward, to do that for a reason, a really big reason. And the only way to figure that out is to just allow yourself to look inward, to go through the process, to take every step of the way. You can't skip any steps. That will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating to the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.